Jimmy the Hat's. Jimmy the Hat's Windy Waltz. Jimmy was a soft felt fedora who lived on the professor's head in the Library of Floating Curiosities. Every morning, the professor and Jimmy shared the same routine. They would bow to the dictionaries, tip to the encyclopedias, and settle in for a long, quiet read. But one breezy morning, a curious gust of wind tickled the open window, snatched Jimmy right off the professor's head, and whisked him into the garden. As Jimmy tumbled through the air, he felt quite light and rather worried, watching the dusty, book-filled study shrink into a tiny square of warm, golden light. Outside, the garden was a maze of dancing tulips and swaying ivy. Jimmy didn't know how to fly, but he knew how to listen. From the open window, the books began to sing the homecoming tune, a rhythmic tap, swish, tap sound that echoed off the library walls. Jimmy tilted his brim to catch the melody. Tap, swish, tap, he hummed back, bobbing his felt crown in time with the song. Every time he matched the rhythm, he floated a little higher, turning the garden into a giant, flowery carousel that spun him closer to home. The garden air smelled of clover and sunshine, but Jimmy missed the scent of old parchment and vanilla sweet glue. He followed the tap, swish, tap of the books, gliding past the ivy vines like a paper boat on a quiet stream. As he drifted through the window, the library books gave a rustling cheer, their pages flapping like tiny wings. Jimmy felt a warm, familiar glow as he floated over the study, aiming carefully for the top of the professor's head, just as he had done every day since he was a very new hat. Jimmy landed with a soft poof right back where he belonged. But the professor was looking quite peculiar. While Jimmy was away, the professor had balanced his afternoon teapot on his head to keep the tea warm while he searched for his missing hat. With Jimmy back, he was now wearing a hat on top of a teapot. The professor blinked, felt the soft fedora, and let out a surprised giggle. He sat down, enjoyed his perfectly warm tea, and decided that having a hat-wearing teapot was the most fashionable way to spend a Tuesday afternoon.